What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkshard of the YouTube Assassin. A lot of you have been asking me lately about God of War, the series, and asking, could the next game take place in Egypt? Well, I started looking at some data, and I figured a couple of things out. Ever since God of War's release on the original PlayStation 2, it's been all about Sparta. There's been several games because Kratos is a Spartan. He's battling the Greek gods. And, I mean, it spanned not just the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, it spanned the PSP and whatnot. And people want to know what is going on. We saw that once Kratos got done with these gods, he ended up in Norse mythology. But a lot of people are saying, hey, we're hearing rumors that Kratos could end up in Egyptian mythology. What do you think of that? So my answer, after looking at a bunch of details, my answer is it's actually possible, and the reasoning is kind of overwhelming. And all you have to do is look at his weapons. So, we start off with the original God of War. In the original God of War, Kratos used the Blades of Chaos. They were fire elemental blades. Okay? A lot of what he was doing was not kind of fire elementally. The Spartan gods, the Greek gods, they were all different kinds of gods themselves. Various elemental abilities, various physical abilities and whatnot. You know? And if you spanned all three games, you saw the gods that he fought, you saw the gods that he killed, you saw his reasoning for killing those gods, and primarily his weapon of choice, or the only weapon he had, was the Blades of Chaos. Then we get to God of War 2018. We find out that the ending, and spoiler alert, the ending of the original God of War series did end on a note where we thought Kratos was dead. Okay? At the end of the credits, you see him kind of disappear. He's not where he was quote-unquote killed. He looks like he crawled out of there. Where did he go? The world was in absolute chaos. So apparently it was just the Greek mythological world that was in chaos. And then in God of War 2018, we find out he is in a whole new realm, a whole new area. He is in the land of Norse mythology, which was absolutely amazing. And we don't see him with his normal Blades of Chaos. He now has the Leviathan axe. That axe, its element is ice or water, if you will. So that's where he is in God of War 2018. As we go further, we get to God of War Ragnarok, and in the new game, Kratos unlocks the Draupnir spear. Now, this spear is clearly something that is wind related. Whereas his Leviathan axe, as you see, water and, ice related. The Draupnir spear, absolutely air related. And even Atreus makes reference to it as being some sort of air weaponry, which has to do a lot with what's going on now. So using that logic, he has a weapon of fire, he has a weapon of water, he has a weapon of air. Why wouldn't he have a weapon of stone or earth? So anything that he would get next, what mythology would he have to tackle next? He already tackled Greek mythology, he tackled Norse mythology. What better mythology for stone and earth weaponry than Egyptian mythology? Why not go there? I think honestly, in any game, there's even a game for the mobile phone called Dislight, and it's actually a really good game. Uh, it deals with mythologies that are from various, ancient cultures. But I think that all these games, the mythologies that they will not tackle are Christianity, and they also won't go against or show off any I kind of feel like Muslim religions, I feel like those are two religions that they won't touch, because I do feel like the people that practice those are too sacred. Not that they are sacred themselves, but people consider them like way more sacred than they should be. I myself, coming from a Christian denomination, I grew up where, I mean, people went crazy over anything that had to do with Christianity. So I kind of see like those religions as being kind of like untouchable. Not because I agree with it, but just because I just feel like developers would think that they're too touchy of subjects. Like really deep ancient cultures and ancient, mythologies, I feel like they're easy, you know? I don't know anybody who prays to Zeus. I don't know anybody who prays to, Odin. But I know people that pray to like other, religious groups and whatnot. And I think that those certain religious groups would be left alone. And, because they still have people who are practicing that nowadays. So, where do you go? How many other ancient religions do we know of ancient gods in the ancient pantheon do we know of? I don't know of any lightning element other than, Thor from Norse mythology. I don't know any other, I mean, is there a metal element? I don't think so, unless, they make up their own kind of mythology based off of like robots or aliens or something like that. I don't know. But we are running out of pantheons for Kratos to defeat. Elements also plays a role. Why not give him an earth element weapon? We've seen that he brought back in God of War 2018 his weapon from the original God of War. He had the Blades of Chaos. Not the ones Athena gave him, the ones that Ares actually gave him. And he kept it. He kept it going. We also saw that in God of War Ragnarok, he continued with the Blades of Chaos as well as the Leviathan Axe, but also a very useful weapon, the Draupnir Spear. So, where do we go from here? Could he have a third game in Norse mythology? If you played the game and you got to the end, I'm not going to spoil it, there are certain people that he could be speaking with or working on helping. Maybe he defeats other gods from Norse mythology. Maybe he's not done. God of War had 3 games. Well, it had a bunch of like side games for like the PSP and the PS Vita. We'll see what happens. But what about, a new pantheon? What if him and Freya decide to go into ancient Egypt rather than, like stick around in Norse mythology? Atreus is out on his own adventures. Maybe he meets up with Atreus later. Or maybe Atreus has his own God of War and has nothing to do with gods. Maybe he himself is a God of War. I don't know. But God of War Egypt actually does look like a solid game. It does look like it could be a serious possibility, a serious contender. Anyway, you tell me, Have we missed a pantheon that he could attack? Do we know of any other gods that Kratos could fight? I mean, not only does Egypt sound like a no-brainer just because, I mean, what are the pantheons that we have? Also, like I said, earth weapon. Also, I mean, Egyptian mythology is pretty awesome. And like I said, I don't think that they would go after any sort of like Christianity or Muslim religions. I don't think they'll do that. I think maybe there are some ancient Chinese, or Asian pantheon gods that they could go after, or maybe he starts chasing ghosts. Who knows? What do you think? What do you think is next for the God of War series? What pantheons did they miss? What pantheons would you like to see them attack or Kratos battle? And, to anyone who's on PC, how are you enjoying God of War 2018? I really can't wait until you're able to play Ragnarok. And again, this is one of the reasons why I hate exclusivity on consoles, because I really do feel like all of us should experience this awesomeness constantly, regardless of what we play, regardless of what system we're on, regardless of whether we're keyboard warriors or controller warriors. But again, throw that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.